Hey there, Donnie Walker here tonight. Just cruising down to the park here by the ball field and soccer field. Me and Foz. Foz is over there. I just tied him up for a second. Just wanted to do this video. Brings a lot of memories back when I was a young boy. My mom played softball, girls fastball, and she was a bat catcher. She was one of the best in BC, and her team kicked butt. We used to go to these tournaments up and down the island, and my mom's team would play, and all the husbands and men and kids would hang out and have a good time, partying along and some good suppers. Good time. My brother Johnny was a good baseball player. He was very good, and pretty much a pro bowler too. Johnny was is still awesome at bowling. I was never much of the bowling guy. I got more into the racing at the time, with the go-kart racing with my dad, and continued on with that. And Johnny kept on his bowling just like his daughter Cheyenne. But I remember these days down here in this little ballpark, just this afternoon, as I got home and ate my dinner on the porch, I looked down here and watched these little kids playing baseball, softball. And the guy throwing the ball to him, and they're hitting off the T-ball thing, right? So cute to watch. Just reminded me of my daughter Taylor playing down here and in her early days of soccer and softball. Very cool. So me and Foz are just out for a walk. It's late tonight, man. I've had a busy day doing lots of saw work. Had to take Foz to the puppy class tonight. I'm doing a little training class with him, which has been going good, because he's been a bit confused from our new house to the old house, but he's been a good guy. Hey, Foz. Hey, Foz. Say hi. Hey, say hi, buddy. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Anyways, had a fellow email me about his MS-170. He was having problems with the thing lacking power and dying out. And in his email, it was funny because he's like, everyone's razzing him about, hey man, you want the cheapest saw you can buy, and you can't expect much. But really, the things actually work okay. But I did email him back to be considerate and explain to him, like, on those MS-170s with non-adjustable carburetor, still actually offers a, I believe it's a .042 jet for the main jet and a .045 main jet for the carburetor. So if you're in a high altitude area or the thing's just running lean, you can't get the leanness out of it, you put that bigger jet in it and it works better. I wish they were adjustable, but it's just the way it is. Okay, I can't do nothing about it. Still owns the Zama company and blah blah blah. Yeah. So that's the way to do it if you do have one of those like that. But you also got to consider you might have an air leak, you might have a fuel filter blockage, a venting problem, or bad diaphragms, or something blocked in the carburetor somewhere else. Some of these new carburetors that are not fully adjustable have a lot of little valleys inside of them. And if any debris gets inside them somewhere in one of those little tiny passages for emissions, it won't work right. You can throw kits in it, try to adjust it right, the metering lever and all the pop-off pressure, but it still won't work right. You have to replace the carburetor. And most carburetors, for some of them, aren't very expensive, so it's not a bad idea. You think about it, by the time you put a carb kit in something and your time, you can almost buy a new carburetor for it. On certain models, though, I shouldn't say that exactly, because it's weird. One model of a saw or a trimmer will be, the carburetor retails for $49.99, or some of them retail for $129. It doesn't make sense to me, because it shouldn't make any difference how you make that carburetor, making the smaller one or the bigger one or different orifice sizes. It shouldn't be a different price, but the way they look at it is like, if you're a pro user, you should be paying more money for a replacement carburetor. If you're a consumer, you shouldn't have to spend so much money. Oh, whatever. It's all marketing and sales, right? So that's all I have to say tonight, really. My move's going well. Getting it happening. it's kind of weird having two places now. I got some stuff in one place and the other, and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot that thing at the other place tonight. But eventually we'll have it all figured out here. What else was there? There was something else, man. I can't remember now. Someone commented to me about the 395. Yes, I just made some comments to a fellow on Facebook on the Husqvarna chainsaw site or something. I'm not on all these talk things and whatnot, but I'll reply once in a while to someone. And I replied his 395 on the corner of the exhaust port was broken, so he couldn't tighten his studs. Well, if a little corner of the exhaust port of the cylinder is broken, you can actually just weld a blob on the stud, and then that'll stop it from turning. But if the whole corner of it's broken, well, you obviously can't do that. So that was my suggestion to him and to others. I always exaggerate. I bet you I've done hundreds though. Anyways, keep your saw in the wood, stick in the ice, rub on the road. Check out the WalkerSawShop.com online store. Fozzie, say bye. Stop being a little crappy dude. Oh, he sees the geese out there. The Canadian geese are out there on the field. He wants to go run at them, but he's not going to. Have a great night. Over.